yeah!
Class of 2020, there is one thing that every adult needs to know, and that is how to change a flat tire. Someday you're going to be out driving around the roads of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, or on safari, or you're going to come outside your house and you're going to realize, oh, my tire is flat. Well, this one's not really flat, but just pretend with me. Before you even get a flat tire, you need to know where your equipment is. So let's take a look here in the back. Oh, flat tires, it always seems to happen when you have a lot of junk in the back.
Junk in the trunk!
So, let me move this out. It's embarrassing when you're on the side of the road and you have to put all your stuff on the ground. Come here, let me show you where this equipment is. That's in here. Spare tire, equipment, and now we're going to take it out and change this tire. This first step is really important that you remember. You always loosen the lug nuts before you put the jack up, because you can apply a lot of pressure when the tire is on the ground. Once you get it on the jack, it can become wobbly and fall off. So you need to loosen these nuts before you put it on the jack. This particular tire has a locking device. Makes it more difficult to steal. And so in this particular case, you need to put this on, slide it in here. Let me get it in. There we go. And these can be a little tough at first to get loosened, but once you do, you can just turn it and they come right off. Now, you don't take them all the way off until you get it up on the jack. So we're going to loosen them a fair amount and then put the car on the jack and take them off the rest of the way. Okay? So you need to make sure that the jack goes in the appropriate place. Here there's notches showing where it goes. And what we'll do is tighten it up here. Once it gets close, you just make sure that it's in the right spot. It lines up correctly. You need to get it up high enough so that the tire is off the ground. Now, you'll take off the lug nuts. And the tire comes off, just like that. Set your flat tire on the side here. Take your spare, and you line it up on the bolts, then slide it on. And then you loosely put these on. Now you want to tighten them just a little bit, but not too tight, because again, you don't want the jack to fall down. We lower the car. Now it's down on the ground, we can tighten these bolts up. And we put our flat tire and equipment back in the car. Pay attention to this tire because it's a temporary spare, which means you cannot drive it over 80 kilometers an hour, and you need to get to a place to get your tire fixed. With the tire ready to go, we can close the hatch and we're back on the road again.
When Blair doesn't know how to do it.
Ah, it's working.
It's working really nice.
Yeah.
You have to do this every time before you change the tire to make sure it's
Because it's... Oh, I thought it was here. Cut.
when he says he knows how to change a tire.
Now my finger's bleeding.
Oh my god, it's bleeding a lot.
Really?
And you line it up. Bolts. Alright, stop. With that, we close up the
Hey seniors, I just wanted to share with you a short video that will educate you, equip you on matters finance. As you start this new chapter in your lives, you're going to be able to need to know how to manage your finances, and this particular video is the Finances 101 that every person should know. And you guys being young, entering into the finance world, this is going to be very, very instrumental. All the best and manage your money well. Bye.
King, it's a lot of suckers out here with their money, and you can't be no sucker out here with your money.
Bro, I ain't no sucker. Bet you I don't.
Okay, what's assets?
Assets are things that bring money into your bank account.
What's liabilities?
Liabilities are things that take money out your bank account.
Entrepreneurship is the act of becoming an entrepreneur. What's entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship is a process of setting up a business or businesses.
Taking on a greater than normal.
Financial risk.
What's an entrepreneur?
Entrepreneur is a person that organizes and operates a business or businesses.
Also taking on a greater than normal.
Financial risk.
What's financial mean?
Money.
And what's risk mean?
Chance.
Come on. What does it mean to own stock?
When you own a share of a company.
Come on. What's real estate investing?
Real estate investing is when you invest in a immovable property.
What's the two types of real estates?
Commercial real estate and residential real estate.
What's commercial real estate?
Commercial real estate is property for businesses and workspace, like an office, store, or land.
And what's residential real estate?
Property to live on, like a house, apartment, or condominium.
Come on. It comes with extra fees when you have real estate, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Daddy tells you how many times he pays his state property tax a year.
Once a year.
What's the type of maintenance fee?
Cutting grass.
Come on. What's HOA?
Homeowner association.
And what comes along with that?
HOA fee.
Come on. And when it comes to the brokerage percent, what percent is that?
7.
Come on. What's equity?
Equity is the difference between what your business is worth minus what you own.
Also assets minus?
Liabilities and debt.
Good job. What's credit report?
Credit report is like a report card letting you know how well you did by paying your money back you borrowed.
And how does credit affect your life?
The better you keep your credit, the more opportunities you'll have to get funding.
And what? Large purchases like?
A car or a house.
Come on. And always repay what you
owe.
Because if you owe somebody, that means you're in
debt.
And you never want to be in
debt.
Because that means you
owe somebody.
And we don't never owe
somebody.
Because that ain't what suckers do, period. Come on.
Yeah, man.
What should I wear today? Oh. Boy. Oh, maybe this is still clean. Ooh. Oh. Looks like it's time to do laundry. Follow me. See how it's done. You might be wondering why I'm taking my laundry to the car. You guys got a lot to learn. Back in my day, what we did, you take your laundry home and have your parents do it. That's what we did. Oh wait, you might not have a car. You get a ride with your roommate. And if not that, you look on the notice board in the union and you find out someone who's going to your hometown. Oh wait, you guys are going to be in another country, aren't you? You take a laundry basket as carry-on luggage on the plane? Alright, plan B. Let's go back. Okay, the next thing to do is sort your laundry by color. You have your lights and whites. You have your bluish ones, and ones that can be red, purple, or darker. If it's kind of black, it won't matter. There you go. If you mix some of those reddish ones with your whites, this is what can happen. Okay, got my blues or so down here at the laundry machine, but here's a tip. In my house, you check the pockets before you put them in. You don't want to get paper and tissues and things in the... Oh, look at this! Woo! Some money. What else we got? Okay, let's check the pocket. Ugh, I don't know what that is. Checking pockets. No, last pocket. Oh! My extended essay draft. Awesome, that's where it was. That's great. Let's get that submitted soon. Alright, loosely, make sure things are not all crumpled and folded up, and loosely just get the clothes in there. These look very loose. Get them in there. Okay. Next pro tip. You know, the companies, they give you these really big scoopers. You don't need to use all this soap. It's concentrated. I don't know what that means. It's like more soap than there used to be soap or something like that. So they get you to keep buying this stuff. So you don't use the whole scooper that they give you. You just use maybe that much. Especially with the liquid ones. They want you to fill that whole liquid cup full of that stuff and waste it all. You just put a little bit in, okay? A little bit in. If the clothes are really stinky or something, you put in some softener. Okay. Alright, we're gonna run this thing. I need Pram or Meki or someone to come here and help me with all this technology and stuff. I don't know. Back in my day, it was a dial. You turned it, you pushed a button for the temperature, and you turned the thing on. Now I got all these settings and everything. I don't know. Let's go to the coldest water. Cold for your darker colors. You don't want the colors to bleed. Higher temperature for the whites. Okay? I think we're good to go. If you're lucky, you'll have one of these. Most likely you won't. You'll make a trip to the laundromat. And a pro tip for the laundromat, bring change. Okay, rookie mistake. Don't know how this happened because you can see I'm in the same clothes still after 2 days. I don't know what made me think not to come and check the laundry. But if this happens, if you make this rookie mistake and they've been in here for a couple of days, they might be a little musty, mildewy, so sorry. You gotta do the laundry all over again. I'm not gonna forget this time. I'm not gonna be 3 days in a row in the same clothes. Since you all are such smart IB diploma graduates, I'm not going to show you taking laundry out of the machine and putting it into the basket here. But if you do not have a dryer, most likely you won't. If you want a dryer, go to University of America. We got dryers everywhere there. But if not, you get a nice laundry rack like this and you hang them up. The problem is, especially if you don't hang them up right away, we'll take these lovely shorts, for example. They will be wrinkly. You'll have to iron them unless you want to look like you've just gotten out of bed and you were wearing those the night before. So make wise decisions when it comes to drying and ironing and your presentation. Clothes are all folded, put nicely and neatly in the basket, keeping them nice and flat, so hopefully you don't incur any wrinkles. And then take it home. And now, you know, my wife says there's two types of people at this point. You leave the clothes in the basket, just kind of use the clothes that way, or you empty the basket and put the clothes away. I've never heard of this, but guys, here's the final pro tip here. If your wife says this to you, you just say yes, yes, you agree, even though I've never heard of this before in my life, but it must be true because she told me. So just keep that in mind.
Put your dang laundry
you
away!
Live a long and healthy life. Good luck, grade 12, at looking sharp and now knowing how to go around life with clean clothes. Bye-bye. Oh, postscript. This is hilarious. This is really, really hilarious. It's kind of embarrassing, but since I made a video about doing laundry, you should check the buttons. When we had the video earlier, I pushed, can you see me? I pushed this one. That was the power button, which I thought meant turn it on, but it turned it off. I had to hit that one, which was play. So all that time, my laundry never got finished. Oh well, I'll wait 42 minutes for it to be done. My wife's having a very good laugh at me. Oh well, that's why it's Laundry 101 and not Master's Laundry or a PhD laundry. So long.
Hi, class of 2020. One of the most important things you can do in life, and it's a great life skill, is to keep a journal. One of my favorite types of journals is the visual journal because it's easy, simple, it doesn't take a lot of your time. Here's what you need. You'll need a large envelope, you'll need a journal, obviously, you'll need glue sticks, and you will need collected items, and it would be nice if you had some colored pencils and pens.
Step 1. Find a blank journal. I prefer the metal ringed binder so that you can fold the pages over. Step 2. Collect your artifacts and keep them in a large envelope. Your artifacts can be anything that is significant to you. Save stickers, campaign logos, currency bills from countries you visit. Save photos or postcards. Boarding passes are great. Post-its with messages. Don't throw them in the trash. Keep them. The wrapper from the creamer that you drink your coffee in each morning. Anything. Step 3. Glue your item into your journal. And most importantly, date it with the year. Write a few sentences that tell the story about that artifact. And that's it. The visual journal is such a great way to record your interests, your passions, your curiosities. You can paste in favorite quotes, you can highlight lines of poetry, and even record some of your own creative endeavors, such as found poems. You can set intentions, record milestones, and acknowledge your losses. The visual journal allows you to collect artifacts, capture them, and document your life. It doesn't take a lot of time, it's fun, and you'll appreciate having it as a record of your life.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I hope you enjoyed this video from Maddox and me. My final tip is learn to play some games that don't involve drinking. And if you can shuffle like this, you'll surely impress some friends.
Hey everyone, this is How to Tie a Tie 101, a skill that I wish I had learned a lot sooner than I did. It would have saved me a lot of embarrassing moments at friends' weddings, running around, trying to find somebody who knew how to do this, hotel lobbies. Anyway, finally I learned how to do it, and this seems to be the easiest method possible. So let's get started. First of all, get yourself a cool looking tie. Second of all, if you're right-handed, like I am, you're going to want to put the thick end of the tie on your right side and the thin end on your left, and leave yourself a lot of space here. You'll see why at the end. So this needs to be significantly longer than the other side. So once you have that all set, step one is using your right hand, take the thick end, wrap it around the thin end once, wrap it around twice, and then you're going to put the tie through the neck hole. And this is probably the trickiest part. The second time you went around the thin part, if you open it up, there's a little opening, a little hole there. And you can put the head of the tie through, and then you just pull it. And then now, the reason we left so much room at the beginning was so that when you tighten it, you try to get the right length. And you might need to do this a couple of different times just to figure out that length. But this is, actually for me, this would be just about perfect. So I could just tighten it up. Just going to do it one more time. So bringing it up here. Right hand, wrap once, wrap twice. You're going to put this through. And then it's finding that opening, that loop, putting it through that loop, pulling down, and then tightening. Now you're all set to go. Hopefully this was helpful, and if you're able to do it, you learned it a lot sooner than I did, and it should come in handy for the rest of your life. So good luck.
Tip number 1, invest in blackout curtains. Tip number 2, if you're in college and you're sharing a room with a roommate, invest in eye mask and earplugs. According to the WHO, the ideal sleeping temperature is 20 degrees. And tip number 4, the ideal napping length for a power nap shouldn't be any more than 20 minutes long. Happy napping!